Hey everybody, Tim and Miranda here for another episode of The Boys, Season 1, Episode 6, Innocence, which I always think of like the return, the song Return to Innocence. It's not the end, it's the return of innocence. Anyways, right off the bat, what'd you think? Saw that face. It's a good song.
So, again, didn't rewatch this episode.
Stop admitting that.
Well, why? But then they know that if I fuck up, it's been a while since I've seen it, so you can't really
just blame
hold
it
it
on
against
alcohol.
me. Anyways, from what I remember from this episode, and it's actually not a bad episode. I actually liked it because it did add a lot more to the storyline. I feel like so.
Okay, is that it? End of video.
Go.
So we, like I said, to recap from the last one, no heroes are born. They're all created with Compound V.
I just want a little baby now just to carry around.
It kind of took a long time to get to that point, and it's a little anticlimactic, but I'm still down for it. Like, I still really like it. Probably my favorite part of the episode is Stillwell. See, even with her name Stillwell, I almost said Sitwell.
I know.
Stillwell and Starlight have this verbal battle of like, I want my old outfit back. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to apologize. Well, then I don't think you should be in the 7. Well, then I'm going to tell everybody that the Deep raped me.
Yep.
And so just to see them go verbally back and forth was great for me. Absolutely loved it. The whole ICE story of them, like Billy and everybody being in rehab. So I'm sitting in the living room watching this. And he's like, I was fucking the ice superhero, and she climaxed, and it froze my dick at the temperature of liquid nitrogen, and it snapped off. I shit you not. My husband, who's in the kitchen, pokes his head around the corner like, did he just say that his dick snapped off? I was like, yep, that's the show we're watching, folks. That's the story right there. Which then I think of like The Boy. Or no, The New Kid. Did you ever see that? Yeah, where she breaks his dick. So I was like, oh, yep, that's the thing going on. I don't know. So like I said, Stillwell and Starlight go back and forth, and Stillwell's like the way she tries to get ahead is to just have the Deep admit it.
Yeah, and apologize. Which was
I can't think of any other way.
Stupid,
well, I can't think of any other way to like try to like jump in front of it.
Yeah, no.
So it was kind of an interesting thing and he has so much trouble.
But he's not a sincere character at all. Like what he thinks, like what he did, he thinks isn't wrong and all this. Like anything that he's done in any of the episodes,
it's never his fault.
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly.
I mean, you had a crush on me. Like how is this wrong? So yeah, agreed. At the whole convention thing, I was dying. We see Seth Rogen show up, who is the producer of the show. First, he did Future Man, which, if you have Hulu, watch Future Man.
I know.
I've already done the reviews for all 3 seasons. Great show. And then he's the producer for this show. So Seth Rogen shows up. Billy fucking Zane shows up, which is great. It's like the guy from like Titanic. Plays like Rose's like actual fiance.
Yes. I know, yes.
Tara Reid from like the American Pie movies shows up. Like so many people show up. And then of course the big one that I freaked the fuck out, Haley Joel Osment shows up. Who, like I said, this show's produced by Seth Rogen. Haley Joel Osment is also in Future Man.
Okay.
So like the fact that Haley Joel Osment showed up, I was like, okay, it makes sense. Because you got Seth Rogen and you got Haley Joel Osment again. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Plays Mesmer, a child actor.
Weird.
Who like can read people's mind when he makes physical contact. So absolutely loved it. So Mother's Milk gets a meeting with Mesmer's daughter and him, and it was heartbreaking. Like it was really sad.
It was sad.
Because he's like, I don't want you to hate me. And she's like, I don't even know you.
Yep.
And then he's like, here's a DVD of when my TV show when I was a kid. And she's like, I don't have a DVD player. Bitch, please. Like, even if you don't have a DVD player, like, it's your dad trying.
Yeah.
Take it, even if you don't watch it. It takes $0 to not be a dick.
But, I mean, that it shows how much, like, he hasn't been able to be in her life and everything. So.
But it was really sad. At the very least, it's probably worth money or something. Yeah. So, yeah, it was really sad. We find out a little bit more about Billy's wife, because we know she's been missing. We don't know what happened to her. Evidently, Homelander raped her, and she sat in a chair for like 3 hours and then disappeared. Did she kill herself? Did Homelander kill her? Is she still alive? Who the fuck knows? Probably this one right here, because she's finished the show. You what?
I said I do know.
Oh, see, there you go. So overall, kind of interesting. I'm all for it. I don't know what that means. Something about the Homelander baseball in Boston. Oh, so the Homelander, like, has to give all of these fake commercials about his life. And again, they follow the Superman storyline because he's based off of Superman. So it's almost like a Kansas farm home. And he fucking chucks the baseball.
Oh.
And Stillwell's like, you know that baseball, when it lands, it's going to kill somebody out in Boston, right? I was like, that's pretty awesome and true at the same time.
Yeah.
I love that. So the whole thing, Homelander's doing these commercials because the whole thing is to show all the superheroes in their natural habitat. Where did you come from? Making them more human type thing. And then Homelander sees a blanket, freaks the fuck out. Evidently, like, you see a little bit of backflash where, like, he was a kid in, like, this compound, and that's all he had was the blanket, like a little Linus blanket.
Yep.
And so it triggered him. So it was kind of interesting to see where that's going. I have no idea, but I'm kind of curious. I liked it. The female has been injected with Compound V. She was a terrorist.
Yeah.
And so they injected her to create a supervillain. Yep. They've created superheroes, and now they're trying to create supervillains to combat the superheroes. Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's one of those, like, one of the big things about, like, say, Batman, for example. If Batman was never around, would Gotham have the super criminals?
Yeah.
Would the Joker be there? Would the Penguin be there? Would the Riddler be there? Yes, there would be thugs, there would be muggings, there would be stuff like that. But some people say that the only reason all of these super villains showed up was because Batman was there.
Yeah.
They're the villain's response to a superhero. So, creating a superhero, now we have supervillains. It kind of makes sense. And then the big twist at the end of Mesmer, aka Haley Joel Osment, goes to Homelander to say, hey, these people are after you. Yep. So, I don't know, big twist. Lots of twists going on in this one. But I'm all for it. I'm digging this show. Really liking it. Yep. For somebody who knows the ending, how did you feel about just this episode specifically?
I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad. It sucks. It's like seeing the rest of them because there's things that I want to say, but I can't.
Ooh,
so we're not doing spoilers. No, absolutely not.
Not yet.
So I'll just leave it at that, actually. Like, it was a good episode. It really was.
Okay.
Like,
so it is setting up for the finale.
Yes. Like you said, like, a lot of things are coming out, so.
I'm coming out. Woo. Okay. Any other closing thoughts?
No, that's it.
Stuff you're liking? Stuff you're disliking?
No, like I still really like Billy. Because he's fucking hilarious.
Carl Urban?
Yes.
I mean, who doesn't?
Huey just has kind of became a whiny bitch.
That's kind of his character, though.
Yeah, it is.
But, okay. For those who have seen it, go ahead, let us know what you think about the Innocents, about the whole thing, about them, like, the Homelander and Billy, about Stillwell and Starlight, about the Deep, everything. Just let us know. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time for the Preservation Society.